Gun is up. How long has it been going on, the Bob Furman?
Okay, this race started in it's been going 38 years, and I was thinking about when it first started. It was called the Boise City Invitationals, and at that time, 3 Boise schools, Boise Board, Capital, and BK coaches got together and we formed it. And that was soon after cross country started. Cross country started officially in the state in 1964, and that was my first year of coaching. And we decided that we wanted to have a big all-inclusive meet, and we decided to call it the Boise City Invitation. And so it went on that way for a number of years, and in a variety of places. San Morrison Park is where we had the first races, and then I retired from coaching in 1987 actually. In 1988, we had the first Bob Furman Invitational. My coaching friends named this race after me, and
we are posting now our Division II boys results over on the over at the posting area. So we have a 15-minute protest period. We will not be handing out those awards until 12:40, but they are posted now, so you can take a look at them. That's Division II boys.
Really motivated people. That it's grown to a huge race, and is one of the top races in the country. So it's a real honor to be a part of it.
Yeah. So how long have you coached cross country and track and field?
Okay, I coached cross country, track and field for 23 years at Bora High School.
Okay. And why do you love it so much?
Well, especially cross country is just a huge family, and it's a lifetime sport. Our runners bond so closely, and unlike a lot of sports, they really encourage one another and from other teams as well as their own team. And just that family spirit and the ties is great model for life. So it's been a wonderful pleasure to be associated and to coach cross country and track.
I'm Chad Estes here with KCHS-TV at the Nike Northwest Regionals. We're here with German Fernandez. Could you tell us a little bit about your running career?
Yeah, I specialize in the 1500 meters and 5000 meters.
And what's the biggest race that you've participated in?
I have to say this past summer in Berlin, Germany, I ran a personal best in the 1500 meters of 3:34, which was sort of a shock, but it was great to accomplish.
Do you have any words of encouragement for all of the runners out there today?
Yeah, to just believe in what they're doing. If they just work hard, if they dedicate to the sport and whatever it is, not only in running, good things are gonna come the way. And just stay focused, and they're gonna have a bright future if they just do what they're supposed to do.
All right. How did you get to the position of where you are right now?
Well, it all started in high school with my high school coach, Bruce Edwards. He pretty much introduced me to running and kind of showed me what it takes to be a great runner. At first, I was new to the sport. I was a soccer player, so I had no clue what running really was until I met him, and he pushed me to, take it to the next level, which was the collegiate system, and then after that, turn professionally, and that's how I am here now, and I'm just living the dream.
Well, thank you for coming out today.
Scientific discovery has experienced a revolution in the conduct of research. There is a recurring temptation to feel that some spectacular and costly action could become the miraculous solution to all current difficulties. You and I must avoid the impulse to live only for today. We face a hostile ideology, global in scope, atheistic in character, ruthless in purpose, and insidious in method.
Pharmacy 101. Every drug is a poison. Every drug is meant to alter a natural human process and a natural cellular biology to affect a change that the body is not trying to produce. So every medication is a poison.
Hi, my name is Chris Thomas. I'm with Second Chance Building Material Center in SHIP. And today I'm here to talk about our Lockheed Medicine cabinets. There's definitely a need in our community for them. I found that out firsthand. A day that the sheriff's office was having where people could drop off their medications, expired medications. And so I thought, you know, I have this old prescription of hydrocodone that's over a year old. I probably should drop it off. I went to my medicine cabinet, I got my bottle of pills out, and then I started to investigate a little closer, and I realized, wait a minute, those aren't even my pills. And I looked at my aspirin, I compared the two, and somebody had switched out the aspirin.
Everybody used to get them, and they would sell them, bring them to me. They knew exactly what was available.
As a physician and a prescriber, I think pain is hard to measure, knowing when to properly prescribe for pain, when to identify where addiction is, and what the resources are for treatment for those who do have prescription drug abuse addiction.
It boils down to one thing, and that's that you in life you have to accept pain. If you feel guilty about something, then it's because you're doing something wrong, or you're thinking about the thing wrong. So you're going to change the way you go about things, rather than take a drug and cover up. You know, if you take enough Prozac or enough Valium, you don't feel that pain and guilt anymore. So you're not going to change your lifestyle.
Prescription drug abuse now causes more deaths than auto accidents.
Pain is an important communication that your body has that you need to change how you're doing things.
And I think that it's true that in this day and age of being able to take something that solves everything, people many times expect that I should not have to be in any pain, that my level of pain should be a 0 out of 10, and that's what's expected. And if it's not that, then it's a problem.
RX drug abuse kills more people than heroin and cocaine.
Statistics have shown that over 100 people die a day with overdoses.
2.1 million teens ages 12 through 17 abuse RX drugs.
I lost my son in November of 2011 to a prescription drug overdose. Basically what occurred was my son had injured his wrists when he was playing soccer, and from that it developed into an addiction, and anyway, I was able to grasp his hand, but I lost the grip. And it's going to take a community effort. We need to make sure we have resources for treatment for people who have already become addicted. We need to help them get through that process so that they can have full lives.
Probably the greatest philosophical statement I've heard in the last century was what John Kennedy said, was this:
ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
What we know about addiction is that people either end up in prison or mental hospitals or dead. And that's such a sad state of affairs for some very young lives that had their whole lives to live. So let's work together and come together and figure out what we can each do to make this stop. Thanks.
Yeah, do it for your people, do it for your pride. Are you ever gonna know if you never even try? Do it for your country, do it for your name.
Hey, Zach. Hey, we're having a party tonight. You should come over.
Okay.
Alright, I'll give you a call later.
Alright, see ya.
See ya. Hello?
Hey, Zach, when you come over to the party tonight, bring some beer, alright?
No, dude, my mom will kill me.
Dude, come on, just do it.
Alright, whatever.
Hey, Mom, do you mind if I go work on a school project?
Yeah, that's fine. Just be home by 10, please.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
When you lie, you lose the trust of others around you. along with lying. When you steal, you will lose people's trust and respect. Recently, you may have heard the sounds of power tools and hacksaws during 6th period, but don't worry, the school's not under construction again, at least not yet anyways. The noises are actually coming from Mr. Butler's room because his AP Environmental Science class has been given a unique opportunity to build an aquaponics lab. I met up with some of Mr. Butler's students so they could tell us a little more about what they're doing.
It basically teaches like a new, more faster and efficient way to farm. Instead of like spending or waiting for the right season to grow, as a farmer would be, you can do this in less than maybe 3 or 4 months, and you can have like double the vegetation that a farmer could get. Well, what we did is we filled out a grant, which is basically a very long paper, to certain businesses. It's basically like getting a sponsor, if you like your idea and they send us money, and that's what we did, and the project's coming along great. Well, basically, we all came together as a class, and we talked about certain ideas and different ways to, make up a good essay to send to a bunch of different companies to see if they would help finance our project, and it came through just great.
Yeah, were you really surprised when you got it first try?
Yeah, I actually was really surprised. I think it would take us 5 or 6 times, but luck came over. And I've mostly been focusing on woodwork, working with hacksaws and all that stuff. If you go inside the classroom, you can see we've got the basic frame down. All we need to do is get the piping and the filter, and that's next.
Trying to get a better understanding of the environment, and it helps make food easily accessible for everybody, because you can grow fish, you can eat the fish, and it all works out.
Yeah.
We separated in groups, and then we each wrote a different part of the grant, and we would switch groups and grade the different parts of the grant and add things that we needed to add. And when we compiled it all together, we used the information that we had learned in the class to decide whether, the people that provided the money to us decided whether or not we needed the grant, or whether we deserved to learn about this, and they did.
Yeah,
and we got the money for it.
In the end, we got $800.
Were you guys surprised that you got it first try, or did you think it was going to take a while?
Yeah, because I didn't think we could write a grant well enough to get $800. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to rewrite it and revise it before we actually got the funding.
So, what have you done so far as building the lab?
Power tools. Yeah, we work with the power tools. We sawed some parts of the barrels so we could fit them onto the scaffolding, and we helped plan out how we were going to build it.
Yeah, we built it's pretty tall. I'd say about 8 feet. Big wooden structure with barrels in the bottom, where the fish are going to live with the water, and and the water will drain out, and we'll eat the fish. Have a tilapia feed, tilapia and goldfish.
The way this project began was with the students researching aquaponics and learning about what that contained, and then they wrote a grant on their own and submitted it to Cap Ed, and they were selected as one of the grant recipients for the month, and they were given $750 to build an aquaponics system in our classroom, and so I'm really proud of them. I think that that's a great thing to put on the college transcript. I think it'll be something that's fairly unique and sets them off towards the competition when it comes around to applying for schools. And now we're in the process of building it, and it's been a pretty interesting troubleshooting project. Looking forward to seeing the whole thing completed. So far, right now, we got the framing built, and we got the barrels ready to go for the fish tank and the grow beds. We're working on figuring out how to plumb the whole system, and excited to see it finished. Anybody else who's interested in this project is welcome to stop by my classroom and take a peek.